Today, we're gonna fix the lighting in this shop. The lighting in this shop is a bit of a disaster. It's a bunch of hodgepodge together lights from a bunch of different places. Some of them are old lights from John's shop when we upgraded to American Green lights there, and then some of them are just other lights that I've had from, I think a couple of them are in here, a couple are from, you know, some are here, some are there. So when I started setting up this shop, I reached out to my friends at American Green Lights and said, hey, I think we can do something a little bit better in here. The other complaints I have is the door is here and it's a good 8 feet or so to where the actual light switch is in the garage. This is over here by the garage door, which I guess in some ways makes sense. The button is also over here, which is really dumb. So if it's dark, like when I'm going to work in the morning, it's completely dark in here. I come through this door and I gotta like stumble through the dark and hope I don't trip over something that I forgot to put away to get to that light switch. And then the other light switch is all the way in the back here, which I may keep that for this light that's actually on the bench. I don't hate that, but this one I'm also gonna remove. I wanna consolidate all of that to a nice, reasonable light switch that's mounted right here, so it's easy to hit and then everything's on. If I'm leaving in the morning, I can hit the garage door button, the light for the garage door will come on, and even if it's dark, we can see there's a button outside to close it, or like the one in the cars will work fine for that. So we're just gonna simplify this whole mess. I'm gonna take out the switch that's there and steal the power, at least for this side, so that this switch is over here to run this half, and then there'll be a second switch in this to run that half, so it'll all just be in one spot. Oh, these are gonna be so sick. I kind of forgot what it was I even ordered. So what they suggested was these diffused LED strips that I can just flush mount to the ceiling. They're only maybe 3/4 of an inch thick, an inch tall at most. Yeah, so I believe these are the actual controllers for the LED strips, and I'll have to read the instructions exactly how these all goes together. And so I will mount these to the ceiling, probably up near where the switch is, and then all of the LED lights can get strung together and then run into these. There'll be 2 of these, so like one half and then the other. That being said, I am not an electrician. Please do not take any of the things that I show you in this video as the 100% way to do that. Consult somebody smarter than me. Electricity is dangerous. Please be careful. I ran out to Home Depot and I bought a bunch of the other stuff I need. I got a wall mount box. I bought some extra wiring, and then to actually connect the wires, we use a thinner gauge wire that'll just kind of be run along the ceiling. And I got some fasteners for that kind of stuff. I think I'm gonna first mount the light switch. How tall are light switches? 48 on center. Okay. 46 will be the bottom of the box. Oh, that'll be perfect. Beautiful. So I'm trying to hide the wire because I gotta come from over there over to where the light switch is gonna be. I'm gonna hide it in this, there's a pocket screen door to like close off the garage if I wanna let some fresh air into the house or some AC out here. But I accidentally put the hole for where the wires can go directly where the where the screen goes. So I gotta move it over. Luckily, I don't think it's gonna be too terrible. Ugh. All right, so now I have moved the wire from over there to here. So this will be where the switch goes. Now I need to go from a switch up to these drivers, and I believe it's fine to just mount these straight to the ceiling. So what I'm gonna do is just put one here, and then the other one will probably end up, to be honest, probably right next to it. So I marked out a couple of holes. Now that I have the wire run to the switch and I have the box for the controller ballast thingy mounted to the ceiling, I want to get some of these lights hung up, and then I'm gonna run the wiring between all of the things here later. So as I said before, there are these really cool, like thin kind of mount things, and then they gave me a layout based on, like, I measured the garage and took pictures of it, and they were nice enough to make a really cool layout and show me in this diagram exactly where to put the lights. So the first one starts, it's 18 inches off of each corner is where I'm gonna put the first screw hole. So I'm gonna mount that right now, and then we'll get it straight and mount the other one, and then I'm gonna mark everything based off of that. There's sort of two halves to this, so half the room will be one switch, half this room will be the other, and everything will be kind of wired, and basically we're gonna do the whole thing twice. All right, chugging right along. Stopped to have some lunch. Now we're back to it. I got the front half. There's the I-beam that's kind of directly, it's not quite the center, but it's pretty damn close to the center. Got that front half done. Now the garage door can be open and I can enjoy this beautiful day I'm having. I can't wait to plug in all these lights. It'll be great, and I can see. This, from my understanding, is called a bus wire. the drivers for the LEDs that come from the switch. Power goes into the driver and that converts it to a low voltage LED. This is actually for the same kind of wire you would use on, for like turn signals and that kind of stuff on a trailer. It's 16 gauge, I think. It's kind of a cool solution, so I can just run 2 wires off of those drivers and then just wire in all of these guys. So I started at the end and I'm working my way back to the driver now. I did a couple already just to get a feel for kind of how it goes. And now I may come up with some sort of slightly more elegant solution for this. I don't love the wires just like loose. From my understanding, it's fine that they are. It just aesthetically is a bit of a hodgepodge. But I might look into like a cable track or, some sort of like a conduit-esque solution. I like to make sure that everything is functioning before anything gets super buttoned up. I'm basically a first-year apprentice when it comes to electricity. I usually have to take things apart and try again. That's just where I'm at in my electrical journey. Holy shit. Oh, that is awesome. It works. It works, it works, it works. Oh, is that good? And that's only half of it? What? No way. Okay, moment of truth. Oh, is that awesome. I was joking when I said to somebody earlier that like I want to have to wear sunglasses in here. I want it so bright, but it's really like not unbearably bright. It's like nice and even and just it's so much better. Just everywhere has nice, reasonable light. I'll probably still have like situational lights. Like I might keep something like this or a version of around in case there's certain stuff. I left this one back here just for that bench particularly. It's been a few days now since the lighting has been installed and I've really been enjoying it as I'm starting to jump into some more projects that'll be coming to you guys soon. The reason it looks so great in here is because of the lights having a high color rendering index, and basically it's a fancy way of saying that the way the things look with the lights on in here is a true version of how that looks. So whether you're trying to get the color right of that finish on that project you're doing, or if you're making videos yourself like I am here, it'll make the lighting look great and all of your colors will come out beautiful. American Greenlights has left me a discount code of samgreen, and that's gonna save you 10% off lights for your shop. Thank you again to American Greenlights for supplying these, and thank you guys so much for watching. Go out and crush your next project, and I'll see you on the next one.